Hello everyone. In this stream, I'm going to be doing some group dungeons and the server maintenance hits. It should be in around 1.5 hours. So yeah, let's get into that. Now before doing that, let me quickly set the title and description of the stream. One second, almost done. I should really save this thumbnail somewhere. I keep having to find it in this small tiny window. Where is it? Oh yeah, found it. Right. Sorry for the wait. Now let's get into the dungeons. I will grab my 8.4 shadow color set. We'll be going full DPS set for this build. We don't want any alien jackets with kills. Just full DPS. Now I will bring a satchel, but that is going to be turned off. We're just going to keep it for, because it looks good. Let's get a group dungeon. These have been going up in price, by the way. What's up with that? Why are they increasing in price? Look, this used to be 28 and they went up to 35 at some point around here, and now they're going up to 45. I don't know why they are increasing in price. They were 50 or 60 back in the day before the Hellion jacket was nerfed, but after the nerf hit, they just dropped in price overnight. They're picking up again now. I don't know why that's happening though. So let's quickly track our rewards real quick. 0 silver. We have 3.46 million fame credits and 32,000 faction points. Right, let's get to the dungeons. So if anyone in the chat have already tested the new weapons, the shapeshifter weapons, let me know what you feel about them in the chat. I really like them. They feel really nice to play. Overall, the update was quite nice, but the legendary system and tracking could use some help. Tracking is so upset, man. I have tried tracking for a little bit and it is just so boring. It could be fun for like the first two animals you kill, but after that, immediately it gets so boring. Albion does not even feel like the same game anymore. That's how bad it gets. It feels like you're playing a gacha game or something. The fact that it can escape up to 100 times is insane. So in a recent video by Big Little Kitty or someone, they showed that in a data mine it was revealed that those monsters can escape up to 100 times, and they will escape at least 2 times. So you never get a one shot on it. You have to fight it at least 2 times, and if you're really unlucky, it might drag on 100 times. I don't know why they. I think they do crazy stuff sometimes. Okay, that was pretty smooth. Good start. Also, they introduced new potions. The new calming potion or whatever it's called is really nice. It basically drops aggro and gives you a big shield. It will make ratting group content impossible. That's my favorite part of the new potion. Now this guy just had to jump in opposite directions. Yeah, this build used to feel really squishy and bad when I started playing it, but the more I play, the more it feels really better than the Hellion jacket. This is just, and unless you don't stand in these big attacks, you don't really die. See, he just jumped on the boss there, so I'll just wait. Let's quickly kill this guy before we aggro the boss. And also, one more thing, I only have 1 day's premium left, so I have to farm 5 million or 6 million today. How much is premium? How much is it? Let me check. 21 million? It used to be 18 million last month I bought premium. In 1 month it went up 3 million. This thing is crazy every single patch. So recently I saw a video made by Morgan about how much silver or other resources it takes for the legendary weapons, and apparently if you want to completely max out your legendary weapon, it will take you 3 or 4 billion fame, not silver, fame. I mean, have you ever seen a player with more than a billion fame in your entire experience of Albion? I could just look at my friend list, and this person's probably the most experienced one. They have 820 million. Most of that is from crafting, by the way. And you can't use that crafting frame for weapon attunement. You have to get a billions of fame just from killing mobs. That will take decades. This game's getting crazy, man. I swear. And the silver too. Let's not talk about the silver. It's not. It's not even practical. If you want to swipe your card for that, you will actually need to be a millionaire. I don't think even the CEO of this game can afford to pay to win that legendary staff. So, these books are really strong. So annoying. Some bosses in the game are easier than fighting these stupid books. They hit so hard. And they made these books stronger than most blue chest bosses. I could have just hit this guy, huh? Let's just hit this tree. So far we have 5 minutes in and we cleared one floor. It's not bad. Some decent speed. So on average it takes around 20 minutes to clear a full dungeon, which is pretty good actually, considering I don't skip stuff. I only skip the one pull at the entrance to the next floor. Other than that, I just kill every other mob I see. If I skip the most possible number of mobs, maybe I could cut the speed down to 15 minutes, but without skipping it. Some really long dungeons might even drag on for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, this is a really annoying room. The boss keeps resetting for no reason, and you have to kill all the stupid side mobs. Okay, let's back. It's a fun fact about this boss. If you don't attack him, it will not aggro the side mobs. But if you do attack him, it will aggro everything. Look, he walked over the cursed staff thing and everything's aggroed now. Right, let's just use the invis potion. See, that's what makes this pull really annoying. Just have to kill everything else before that guy walks over it. And of course, with the old Hellion jacket, before its nerf, we could kill everything in this room at once. Hello, I remember you commenting on my videos. Did not miss this one, huh? Yeah, finally got it. I mean, that's probably my fault since I keep streaming at midnight. Yeah, I was just talking about the new update. What do you think about it? Honestly, I just want to skip this guy. I don't want the stupid buff. Can keep it. What time do I usually stream? Actually, I don't have a schedule. I just stream whenever I'm bored. But if I have to say, it's probably late night or afternoon. Oh, you did not get that. I was talking about the new update. Did you test the new items in the test server? That's how it is. If you have the opportunity to test them, test them. They're really fun. Wolf one was good. Yeah, the werewolf staff is broken. It is so broken. I don't know why they thought it was a good design, but that staff is so ridiculously broken. So my advice is when the update rolls out, just spec out the werewolf staff and do corrupted dungeons. It is unkillable 1v1. I'm telling you. Pair up pair that up with a Hellion or a mercenary, and that thing's a vampire almost. It has a passive 10% lifesteal baked into it. So you can just use beef stew, and you also get the roast pork's healing along with the beef stew's damage. Or you can just double down on the lifesteal with a pure mist snapper. That's a That's a broken combo. It's so overpowered. They're definitely going to nerf it, but the only concern I have with the nerf is that they might make it completely unusable. They do that sometimes. They make something so overpowered that it needs to get nerfed, but the nerf will completely destroy it. They just don't balance things. It's either 100 or 0. So that staff is currently at 100. They definitely need to tone it down a bit, but Albion devs, they don't get the balance right. I really hope they do though. I think I have to reset this. Yeah, other than the werewolf staff, everything else seems good. And the nature one, what was that thing called? It transforms you into those tree spirit things, and that stuff is going to be absolutely essential for any ZVZ team. There's not going to be a single team without that. Absolutely meta defining thing. Last day on your premium? Yeah, man. I'm grinding silver for premium. Turns out premium is 21 million now, so I have to grind 6 million today. I could just sell some of my stuff, but I don't want to sell anything. I like hoarding a lot of stuff in this game. So do you guys remember the Zero to Hero series I made? Oh, one sec, stream's buffering. So, is it buffering for you guys? It's buffering a lot for me. One sec. Am I playing on East? Not right now. I do have a East server character. So yeah, speaking about the East server, so you know that I made a new Zero to Hero challenge on the East server, right? And it became completely pointless now. While researching for the video on silver methods, my recent video being silver farms of the game, so one of my friends from the East server quit the game and they transferred all their assets to me. I have a bunch of silver on the East, but don't have any use for it right now. Currently picking up my shadow collar. They're in the same guild in East. Actually, I'm not in any guild on the East. I'm completely solo. I used to be in a guild, but I left because the guilds don't. I just don't vibe with guilds. Oh, that was so close. Yes, see the help. Should stop reading chat, man. See, this is why you bring in these potions. The potion just saved me 300k on repairs. Like, let's just wait for the health regen. Yeah, I was reading chat and almost died. Okay, let's just wait for the health and we'll get back into it. And this boss is really hard. It's quite hard. Oh. See, I have a lot of friends who do good dungeons too. It's really nice. And speaking of friends who do group dungeons, if you guys don't have a party you can do group dungeons with, join my Discord server. There's a lot of people who do dungeons there. You can just ask for parties. You don't have to join the guild or answer any CTS. Just type in the looking for group chat and you'll get a party. If no one's available, I'll just play. The new invisibility potion was good. Bro, that is my favorite thing about this update, honestly. Not the new weapons, the legendary system, everything, but the new invisibility potion is amazing. That's such a cool concept in and of itself. You just use that potion and it makes every single player in your party invisible. And it gives them a shield too. So it completely kills the ganking aspect of tier 8 or any lethal static zone basically. You can't dive group content in black zones. Do I play in the east server? Yeah, I do play on the east. My character is actually really good on the east server right now because I got a bunch of money. They did good bringing that one. Yes, man, that is my favorite part of the update. The calming potion is such a such a genius idea actually. They did not nerf anything. They just added a new thing that completely changes up the game. That's how the whole update has been, except for the legendary and tracking. Except for those two concepts, everything about that update was insane. It was a great update. I'm really excited to try it out. I used to do group dungeons after watching you, but it's not worth it. I mean, it depends on how fast you are clearing these dungeons. We're in like what, not even 20 minutes and already made 357k in less than 20 minutes. If you think that's not worth it, then good luck with finding something that is worth it because there's nothing else in the game. Oh, nice short dungeon. It's a blue chest, but whatever. We already got our money's worth from this dungeon. See, I held off on farming for silver until the last day because I knew I could make 6 7 million in today's run. Not just this run, but if I play off stream for a little while. How much can I earn in an hour without premium? That's around 1 to 1.5 million. Training your account for refining. Okay. So I don't want to give you guys wrong information, so I'll tell it right out. I don't know anything about crafting or refining in this game, so don't ask me advice on that. I'll not be helpful regarding that topic. But if you want to know about PvP or PvE, I can help you out. Like the video. Ah, this might be a little close. Use the Oh no, that stupid bat killed me. If I did not walk into that bat's explosion, man. Well, whatever. Let's go. Keep reading chat while fighting these bosses. It happened in the last fight too. Almost made it. Yeah, this explosion is what killed me. It's not the boss attack. If I just look at the game screen instead of chat, I would not walk into the explosion. It just spawns and explodes. Don't even have time to dodge. A lot easier this time. I expect this to be 60k. Let's see. Oh, 150. Okay, pretty good. So we made 500k in this dungeon, and that took us around 21 minutes. 500k for 21 minutes sounds pretty worth it to me. I don't know why you guys say it's not worth it. I know that I just got a repair bill, but that's because I was streaming. I would not die if I was not streaming. Got 1.4 from a blue chest. Yeah, that happens. Get some really lucky stuff. How much for repair? It's around 300. Alright, I'll just show you guys. I'll show you after I get to the town. So if I did not read chat and die, that's a 500k profit. But now since I messed up, that's a 250k or 200k profit. Still a profit, mind you. I don't know why the return cost is so high for yellow zones. It's 56k from here to this gate. Without premium, it's still good. It's more like hit or miss without premium. It's not guaranteed profits every single time, but you do make good silver. It's the best option for you without premium. Fame credits. So you want to know how you get fame credits? Okay. So it's a really simple concept, fame credits. I'll tell you 1 second. Okay, let's see how much we can make in this run before server maintenance. 500 here. Now excluding that 500k we got from the loot, we also got 44k from silver pickups, which basically covers our map cost. I'll tell you how fame credits work after I get the map. 1 second. So it's a really simple concept. Whenever you kill something, you get fame, right? And what happens when you max out your fame is the item cannot be leveled up any further. So anything you kill with a maxed out item would go to waste, right? The experience will go to waste. Instead of it going to waste, some of it will be converted into fame credits. If you have auto respec on, it will convert more of that wasted fame into auto respec, and it will take some silver for it. The satchel also does that, but it will convert more and it will also cost more. That's it. So if you don't pay for it, it is around 2 to 3 million fame credits per hour doing group dungeons. If you pay for it, it is 30 to 20 million fame credits per hour. Now this does also cost a ridiculous amount of silver. For getting 20 million fame credits, you will spend around 25 26 million silver. So if you have silver, turning on fame credits might be the best farm. Yeah, only some fame, not all of it. It actually says that. Look, if you just look at it, it will explain everything you need. Wow. Yeah. If you have silver, you can just pay to win in like what? 2 hours. If you just turn on your satchel and auto respec and farm in the static zone for 2 hours, you can max out a weapon from 0 to 100. Not the weapon mastery, the spec. You can completely max out a spec of a weapon just by throwing around silver. That's all it takes. See, that is why people say that this game is pay to win. It always has been a pay to win game, but it's just getting more and more pay to win now. The new legendary system is so absurd. You can't pay to win that. It is so much expensive. If you actually want to pay to win the new legendary system, you should legitimately be a oil baron that owns oil wells for paying for this legendary stuff. It is ridiculous. I can guarantee you that there will never be a maxed out legendary weapon in the game. Never. Until the servers shut down, there's never going to be a maxed out one. So the mock 10 video. Yeah. Do you think that it is realistic to expect people to get that? Used 100 billion. See, that's not even the worst part. He used 100 billion of what exactly is the questionable thing. It needs hundreds of billions of silver, and if that's not worst enough, it also needs hundreds of billions of fame, all acquired in killing mobs and black zones. No one can do that. There's literally not a single player that has that. It's impossible, I'm telling you. Until this game dies, there will not be a single maxed out legendary weapon again. It's completely impossible. No, the quests in this game are insane. This game is a very tailor specific made game for completionists who want to get all the achievements, but just maxing out everything on your destiny board will take you years. And the new legendary stuff, and that will take you decades if you want to max that shit out. One sec, I'll read your comment after this full. I already died once in this video because I was reading chat. Okay, let me read the comment. This guy was talking. Who? Ahmed. Okay, I don't remember this one. So he's the guy I added to the party, right? Is it the same one? If you're in a party, does it also, if you're in a party, it will split the fame. So if a mob gives 5000 fame and you're in a party of two, both get 2500 fame. Both will not get 5000. Oh, it is the same guy. Hello. Volunteers all the way here. That's some dedication to stalking. It's a double boss, I think, for a blue chest. Yeah, we did some dungeons yesterday. Not get any loot though. Ended in a big loss. Good boss out. Right, double boss. Okay, let's wait for the health to regen and we'll engage the boss. Bring that character to the east. Bro, if I could bring this character to the east server, I would have done that in the first day east servers got launched. This character is maxed out. Everything's at 100. There's so much stuff that's invested in this character that I just simply can't lose this one. ping, you know. All of this work lost for what? Less ping. I mean, this ping is fine. As you can see, I'm doing just fine with this ping. I got rooted there. That's not lag. What tier dungeon is this? It's a tier 5 group. Did I just stand in their attacks while reading chat? I almost died again because I was reading chat. 50k. Alright. Mobs are tier 5. They're tier 5.1 because it's a map. So mapped dungeons have increased difficulty than the random ones. In exchange, they have slightly better loot. So if you look at the map, it will say that they are 16% stronger. People need to do more black market loots, then yeah. If you do more black market stuff, you get more loot. I mean, every item in the game is flowed from the black market, so the lack of black market really kills loot. In the east server too, I mean, it does not matter which server, in the west server and the east, there's just not enough people doing black market. Mainly because it's only accessible from Carleon. If the black market was available in all the cities, that would completely change the game. But then again, that would be a little busted. I don't know how they could make it work. This is not a sustainable model for a game. See, they modeled this game out of real life, right? So it's pretty accurate to real life. So for as long as real life is busted, the game will also be busted. Just look at all of this content. Over 90% of players will never interact with this. See, it does not even fit in my screen. That's how much of the game that is just left to rot. This is the content that people enjoy. Just this tiny amount of the game. And they just leave this massive part. I mean, I don't know how else they could make it work though. The concept of this game in and of itself is broken. It is so lawless in the black sense. Maybe that's the appeal of sandbox games, but this is just not a mainstream game. You know, if they iron out these small problems that create a bigger problem in the game, it might actually become a great game like, the classic games like Guild Wars or some other big games. This will always be a small niche game as long as there's full loot PvP. See, no other game does that. Full loot PvP is completely psychotic if you think about it properly. Let's do a big thing. One second, I'll read the comments after this full. Yeah, I'll do this for this one. What do we do tonight, man? Different dungeons are not helping much. I don't know. I don't have premium on my East servers account, and I will run out of premium in this account too in one day. So I'm just going to grind this character for silver now. Avalonian Roads. I don't like any Black Zone content. It's just shady. Never worth it. Unless you're in a giant party, of course. Not many players after 1 a.m. Of course, there's not many players of after 1 a.m. What do you mean? I thought I was the only crazy one who played online. You say it like it's a bad thing. Made 900k yesterday. I mean, I made 900k in like what, 50 minutes now? Not even 50. How much is it? 37 minutes. And I have made 600k around that. So I made 600k in 30 minutes. You say you made 900k in the whole session, right? See, roads are just not that good. Roads are good for fame. Yellow zone statics are better. I'll be honest. No, people really hate it when I say safe zone content is better than the lethal content, but that's just how the game is. It's not my fault that I say how it is. Should not go to the Avalon if you don't have the maps. I mean, I don't. I never do Ava stuff. I tried the Avalonian content back when it launched, and it immediately felt dead. The content is so isolated. It just does not make sense. The only thing that's good out of Avalon is the Avalonian artifact weapons. Every single Avalonian artifact weapon is insanely good. I don't know why, like every Avalon item is great, not just the Shadow Collar. Oh, 84k from a green chest. See, this is better than the Avalon green chests. You have to admit that. The solo chests in Avalon don't give you 84k, especially the green chests. Can you transfer silver from west to east? No, obviously. No. Corrupted dungeons are better. If you do PvP, yeah, corrupteds are better. And if that is assuming you win your PvP fights. So I made a video yesterday about the safe zone corrupteds, and I did 6 of them. Among those 6 corrupted dungeons, I won 5. I got 400k per hour doing that. That is good for a new player who can do group dungeons, but not as good as this. Honestly, for a completely new player without any spec, the best content to do is killing open world mobs on tier 6 zones. That's the best content for silver and fame. If they have the tier 8 river unlocked, they can do tier 7 open world mobs. You get more loot if you have more people with Avalon. Honestly, I have no idea about what you're talking about, and I don't want to say anything that's, misinformation. Lethal Hellgates are better than Corrupteds. Bro, Hellgates print money. If you win Hellgates, that's like a silver print. There is so much loot in those Hellgates. I don't know if it's a bug or something, but every single time you get a purple chest on those Hellgates, it's guaranteed to be over a million. Even in the 2v2 stuff, it is so insane the amount of loot there. But you need a good team for it. You don't get any fame, but let's be honest, no one does PvP for fame. Yeah, loot from Hellgates is one of the best I have ever seen in this game, other than crafting. Even the tier 5 yellow zone hellgates are great. If you just keep winning those fights in tier 5 hellgates, man, you'll make millions per hour. Internet cut happens. There are sometimes where my internet cut off midstream. I had to stop the stream because of internet. You got 542k per hour. I mean, that's pretty close to what I got. I got around 440 or something. Yeah, with tier 4 sets. I mean, your tier really does not matter because they limit your IP. How many fights did you get though? I got 6 fights and won 5 of them. The last guy used a stupid hammer build. I don't think I remember it properly. It was a hammer and stalker jacket. Just stun locked and stalker jacket damage. Won everything with a Clarent. Okay. See, the Clarent blade got really buffed after they stopped doing corrupted, so I don't know if it's that good. I do know that frost staffs and bows are busted in corrupted dungeons right now. Frost staff might be the single best weapon for 1v1 combat. Kingmaker is a DPS. Yeah, it's a AoE DPS for PvP. It sucks in PvE. Don't use it in PvE. It's good for 5v5s or GVGs. Not very large scale, but small scale. It's a shrine. Yeah, it might be a silver or fame. It's fame shrine. 50% bonus fame. It's pretty good. How many points are we at? 39. I think we started at 32, so that's a nice amount of points. Oh, this is comprehensive. Yeah, these shrines are really nice. Also, if you get a silver shrine, that will give you, how much is it? 200% more. You saw videos of people killing hundreds of people in faction warfare. Yeah, of course. I mean, if it's faction warfare, everyone's going to be in 8.4, right? It's not that Kingmaker is bad for large scale PvP, it's just that there are better options. See, that's the case with most items in the game. See, there's stuff like Battle Axe and Druidic Staff. It's not that they're bad for group dungeons, they're great. But Shadow Collar is just the best. It's something like that. Right now, there's a new second place. The new Blood Moon Staff is going to be better than Battle Axe and the Druidic Staff. It is still slower than Shadow Collars, but it has more sustain. Blackstone dungeons are good. Yes, I have made so many videos on tier 8 solo dungeons. They are the next best silver maker after tier 5 group dungeons. See, if you could faction flag in Black Zone, they would be better than this. Since you can't faction flag in Black Zones, this is just better. Also, I can't kill this boss, by the way. It's Arthos. It's just one of those bosses. I don't know why they expect a bunch of noobs in tier 5 gear to kill this boss. This is ridiculous. I don't know why they made this boss so strong. Let's just stay out now. We got 170k from this dungeon. Not that bad. Oh, 30 minutes. Alright. We might be able to squeeze in one more dungeon now before the server maintenance. Leveling up Shadow Color is sad. Bro, Shadow Color is one of the easiest weapons to level. Doing group dungeons? Yeah, I'm doing group dungeons. You think I was doing solo dungeons? You actually thought those were solo dungeons? No, they are tier 5 group dungeon maps. So technically the mobs are tier 5.1 group. Surprised with the loot? Yeah, I mean everyone everyone thinks that black zone content is better, but usually I just take them for an hour or 1.5 hour of group dungeons. They just never go to black zone again. I don't I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but this is just more efficient. I don't have anything against the players who go to black zones, but I really hate it when people say that yellow zones are bad because there's no PvP here. Let's repair. We did not get down, so it's only 7k. What's the recommended way to level Shadow Caller? It's just killing open world mobs. It's so good. If your Shadow Caller is high enough to solo group content, do tier 4 statics. If you can't do that yet, kill tier 6 or tier 7 open world mobs. You want to see my island? There's nothing on it. I never decorate my islands, it's empty. It's just a farm. It's not even max level. There's nothing interesting to see there, honestly. Okay, how about this? After I clear this dungeon, if we still have some time left before the daily maintenance, I will show you the island. Okay? We should still have like 5-6 minutes after the dungeon. 15 million. Have 50 levels on Shadow Caller. I mean, if you have 50 levels and if you can use tier 8.3 Shadow Caller, then you can definitely do tier 4 statics. If not, buy a 4.1 Shadow Caller and take them to tier 7 red zones. Someone just left it on the ground there. I mean, thank you, I guess. Getting really lucky. Level 50 is not that bad. If you're at level 50, you'll have a lot more options on how to level it up. So, fun fact, I'm also at level 50 on my Shadow Color in the East server. I know this one is over 100. I don't even remember how much. Let me see. It's at 110. It's ridiculous. I just spend 1 or 2 levels, like every time I check the tree, If I have the credits available, I'll just level it up for no reason. I know that it does not give me any profit in terms of IP. It's very, very minimum increase in power, but I just still do it because I don't have anything else to spend my stuff on. I literally have everything I want, so spending my silver, completely wasting it almost. Oh, this is 120. It's definitely worth it to spend stuff on the offhands. The other one, uh, sorry, I did not get what you mean by that. The one before what? Not mastery. Oh, you meant the mastery. Okay. So if you're level 50 in mastery, you should definitely do tier 7 Red Zone open world mobs. Use a 4.1 staff and go to the red zones. Even if you die, it's no big deal. Your set will be less than 100k anyway. If you play one weapon and max it out, you don't get to choose where you spend extra fame. That's technically true, but you can get 80% of it back in fame credits if you use silver. If don't use silver, you still get a small portion of it back as fame credits. That is the whole concept of fame credits. When you max something out and you still get fame from it, that overflow of fame is converted into fame credits. And you can choose where you spend these credits. See, that's the reason why I am doing this content, even though everything I am using is over level 100. What other games do I have? Nothing else right now. I used to play New World, but it kind of died and no one played it for some time. I also quit the game because I had 400, 500 ping on it. Uh, that's that. I hear the game's doing really well nowadays, but I don't know. I really like the game, man. That gathering in that game was so much fun. I remember spending whole nights just chopping trees in New World. I don't know what is so satisfying about chopping trees in that game. New World is good, but you need teammates. Well, I never knew anyone who played New World. I was always solo there. I don't think I even entered many parties in New World. Actually, my first MMORPG video on this channel is about New World. In the max level, you need parties. I would not know that because my character's not max level. I just like the gathering New World so much that whenever I play New World, I just gather wood. It's so satisfying to chop trees in that game. I have no idea why it's so addicting. And then you have Albion, right? After you gather for half an hour or 1 hour, you just feel dead inside. See, I never cared about all the bugs in that game. I just loved it so much. The game had a unique vibe to it. It was so nice. Just had too many exploits and bugs. Gathering World is better than Albion. Right, see, even it's insulting to even compare the two. New World is just so much better in terms of gathering. See, the only aspect in which Albion is better is the server stability. New World had so many bugs and raids on its server that it just did not work most of the time. New World is not free. I don't know. I thought it was free to play when I played it. I don't remember honestly. It was a while ago. Just fixed the server. Yeah, I heard New World's doing pretty good now, but I still have the ping problem over there. I get 370 to 400 ping. It's not even playable at that point. See, I can manage 320 ping on Albion, but 370 is rough. Where do I live? I live in India. It's a bad dungeon so far. Only 50k. I mean, we are still in the first floor, so that's not bad, I guess. Right. Let's see. 58. But we're getting a lot of good loot today. Really nice. If you go with the 4-man party, the loot will be bad. Yes, you get the same loot, but it will be split between your party mates. So I got 100k from the first floor of this dungeon, right? So if I had 4 people, we'd get 25k each. So that's a really depressing part of this game. If you do group content, you have to solo it. If you do group content with a group, it's not rewarding. I mean, that's only true for safe zones, by the way. If you do Avalonian Road raids, you need a group and it pays really well. But I just don't want to bother with joining a guild that enforces CDS. It's just not my vibe. Yeah, I'd rather just be the only one in the guild. A lot of people have sent me guild requests, but I just don't like the concept of guilds. If you want to play with me, that's fine. Just send me a party invite. I'll play with you whenever. But I don't see the point of being in a guild together. There's no benefit to it. It's just additional rules. I'm sorry if you guys hear the squeaky chair. Can't do anything about it for now. The food buff's almost out. This is the same one we gave in the second dungeon, isn't it? So it lasted as 1.5 dungeon. There's some trash. But so what do you guys do for silver in this game? So I really want to know. I made a whole video on silver farms and it took me forever to film that thing. That took 8 hours to film. That's a 15-minute video, but the amount of time that went into that thing is insane. That's probably the most effort I have ever put into a video. And I'm really glad that it's doing well. It got over 1,000 views in just the first day. It's doing really well. See, I would be really disappointed if that video did not do well. And that's one more thing I don't get about YouTube content is that if I make PvP content like corrupted dungeons or any other PvP content, No one watched it. No one used to watch it. But if I make these grinding videos, it gets thousands of views. I have no idea why. I eventually took down those PvP videos. So in comparison, if I made a corrupted dungeon video, that would get 80 or 90 views, and a PvP video would get over 2 or 3,000 views. I have no idea why PvE stuff is more popular when there's no skill involved in this. It's just flexing your gear. That's all. See, I won't pretend to be a pro gamer doing these dungeons. It's just item power. Because new players see what they can farm. I mean, I guess that makes a lot of sense actually. Because a lot of veteran players or people who know how to play the game don't watch the videos of the game because there's nothing for them to learn from it, right? So if it's a new player, they will watch how to become better at the game. That includes silver farms and such. Yeah, so I guess that makes sense, but I never sat right with me that I do these corrupted dungeons videos, but no one watches them. And corrupted dungeons are kind of boring. I get that. It's basically a complicated rock paper scissors match. You ever hear anyone else say that? A lot of people in this community say that PvP in Albion is complicated rock paper scissors. That's all there is to it. See, this game was built to be a mobile game from the start, so they have to really dilute the complexity of movement and any combat feature in the game. So that's why it feels so uncomplicated, I guess. I don't know the correct word to say it, but if you compare PvP in Albion to something like Guild Wars, it's night and day. I could never do PvP in Guild Wars, man. That is insane. Just the sheer amount of knowledge you have to do PvP in Guild Wars is insane. Not even the skill, just remembering every other spell in the game. That is so ridiculous. People have to spend months to get good at playing one build in that game. That's mainly one of the reasons why I don't play Guild Wars. Guild Wars is so good, but at the same time, every single part of that game is so complicated. It is just way too complicated for me, man. I can't keep up with that game. See, I wanted to get those ascended weapons in Guild Wars. So Guild Wars has a system of ascended weapons and legendary weapons. The grind for legendary weapons in that game, man, is ridiculous. You have to spend 2 or 3 months just for one single piece of legendary item, and your set usually has like 10 pieces. That's a whole year. You spend a year to get one good set. What? Yeah, that just felt so overwhelming that I did not like that concept of spending years to just get one set. And it's that set is really good. Don't get me wrong. They will never release a better set than that. That's the guarantee in Guild Wars 2, is that they will never make your set obsolete or worthless basically. So Albion does that a lot. Before 8.4 items were released, 8.3 masterpiece items were worth hundreds of millions of silver. And now 8.3 masterpiece is worth what? 3 million, 5 million silver. So imagine the people who have bought 8.3 masterpiece items, thinking that they have peaked in this game, spending hundreds of millions of silver, and they just release 8.4. It makes everything you did to get 8.3 worthless. See, Guild Wars never does that. That's what I really like about the game, but it's just too much work for me, that game. I'd rather just farm silver in Albion. I really want to get into Guild Wars 2 again. As long as you keep playing that game, it's so nice. The content feels so refreshing after playing Albion, especially. The entire storyline is voice acted. That is just insane to me. Most of the stories in games just have text bubbles, right? Just have to read the stupid story if you're interested in it or just skip it. But in Guild Wars, if you can hear me, to let you know.